Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with the new chapter, Mathematical Induction. Now, we have already done first 4 chapters and we are following the book order because Council has issued the guidelines to follow the book order. That is why I am doing now this as the 5th chapter. Usually we do calculus after this, but I am doing induction and we'll follow the book order. We'll do calculus later on. Now, if any one of you think that we should start with calculus, then after induction I may start with calculus. Children, please give your suggestion in interactive session, okay? Or you may send your suggestion. Now, what is induction and how do we proceed with this method? Now, any mathematical statement can be proved in 3 different methods: deduction, induction, contradiction. Now, deduction method we most often use, you are already familiar with it. That is, you start with the statement and prove the conclusion. That is, starting from left hand side you reach to right hand side, or vice versa, starting from right hand side reaching to left hand side. That is, all the geometrical proofs are with the deduction method only. Now, second method is induction. In induction, you induce a statement to prove the required statement. And the third one is contradiction. You assume a statement, but you reach to a false conclusion or contradictory statement. Therefore, you say that our assumption is not true. Therefore, the statement is true by contradictory method or contradiction method. Now, what is induction? We'll be doing in detail and we'll learn how to apply this method to different type of problems in the exercise. Any mathematical statement Tn is true for all n in n such that if T1 is true and T of k is assumed or induced to be true, then this implies T of k plus 1 is true. This method of proving is called principle of mathematical induction. Hence, in this method we have 3 steps in all. First one is called basic step, where you put n equals to 1 and prove that T1 is true. Then second step is assumption step or induction step, where you assume that let T of k be true. And then comes the third step, that is, we go on to the proving step, where we make use of T1 and Tk to prove that T of k plus 1 is true. Hence, we say that the statement is true by the method of induction. Hence, the statement is true for all n in n, that is set of natural numbers. Now, children, we learn this method, how to use this method in different type of problems of exercise 8a. So, I am here to begin with exercise 8a. Let's see how to start with it. Now, children, I am going to start with exercise 8a. I am starting with the simplest sum, that is exercise 8a, question number 1. Now, this is very simple. We have already used this formula somewhere and most of us are familiar with this, sum of n natural numbers. We already know that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot dot plus n is equals to n into n plus 1 by 2. Now, we'll try to prove this statement by method of induction. Now, let Tn is equals to 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to n equals to n into n plus 1 by 2. Now, what do? First step is said to be basic step. that is put n equals to 1. Now for n equals to 1, what happens? T1 will be 1, LHS equals to 1, and RHS also becomes equals to 1 into 2 upon 2, that is 1. This implies therefore T1 is true, or you may write T1 holds. It's up to you. T1 is true. Hence now we go on to the second step, that is called induction step or assumption step. So induction step, now this step we will assume let Tk be true. Let Tk be true. Now if Tk is true, what does it mean is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot dot up to k is equals to k into k plus 1 by 2. Hence, this becomes true, or we are assuming this to be true. Now, making use of these two statements, basic step and induction step, we will try to prove proving step. So, next step is proving step. Now, proving step means we will take n equals to k plus 1. So, for n equals to k plus 1, what happens? We will write t of k plus 1. Now, t of k plus 1 means 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to k, and next term will be k plus 1. Just note the step. This is okay. Now 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to k by tk is equals to k into k plus 1 by 2. And last step, k plus 1, obviously term is to be written. I hope you understood what I have written, how I have written. Because we have assumed 1 to k as k into k plus 1 by 2 by tk. If you are not clear, you can write here by tk. This step is coming by tk. Now algebra is involved here. Take k plus 1 common, and upon 2 also I am taking common. Now what happens? Here I am left with k. Here I will be left with 2. Are you following why I am writing 2? Because 2 I have written outside. So this is k plus 1. I have written common. Hence, this is the required term k plus 1 into k plus 2 upon 2, which is, if I replace n equals to k plus 1, I will be getting k plus 1 into k plus 1 plus 1, that is k plus 2. So, this is what I am getting here. Hence, the statement is true for t of k plus 1. Therefore, t of k plus 1 is true or holds. You can write is true or holds. Hence, now, therefore, Tn is true for all n in n by principle of mathematical induction. Hence, proved. So, this is the complete proof for writing the mathematical induction problem. You have to write all the 3 steps. Please note all the steps. How to proceed with every question, you will have to write all the 3 steps. First step, basic step, prove that n equals to 1. Second step, let tk be true, that is n equals to k. And third step, you have to use your algebra there and prove that t of k plus 1 is true. Hence, by principle of mathematical induction, Tn is true for all n in n. I hope the steps are clear. Any doubt you may ask. Now, children, I am doing question number 4th of exercise 8a. Now, this is a very good question. Actually, it is the sum of square of odd numbers, and it is actually said to be a formula also, which you will be dealing somewhere in your series, but as such you don't learn all the formulas. So here is the deduction or how to do the proof. I am just explaining you by induction method. Now look, obviously if you observe the statement, it is 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus 2n minus 1 whole square equals to 1 by 3 into n into 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1. Now obviously I have already explained you that 3 basic steps are there. That is, the concept is that first you go to basic step, then go to induction step, then go on to proving step. And after proving step, getting the right hand side equal to left hand side, whatever required according to the statement, we say that Tn is true for all n in n by induction or by principle of mathematical induction. This is what the complete proof involves. Now I am starting with the first step, basic step. Now here basic step means for n equals to 1. Now if you put n equals to 1, then here in this statement you are getting 1 square, which is left hand side equals to 1. Now right hand side will be equal to 1 by 3 into 1 into 2 into 1 minus 1, that is again 1, and 2 into 1 plus 1 will be 2 plus 1 equals to 3. So 3 and 3 gets cancelled and right hand side is again 1. Hence left hand side is 1, right hand side is 1. Hence basic step, that is the statement is true for n equals to 1. We write T1 holds or T1 is true. Now go on to the induction step. Now in induction step, as I told you, the method says that we assume this step. We are not proving it, we are assuming or we are inducing this step. So for n equals to k, let t of k be true. Now if t of k is true, therefore what happens here? 1 square plus 3 square plus 2 into k minus 1 whole square, replace n by k, and you are getting this statement. Right hand side also automatically becomes 1 by 3 into k into 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1. Now we have not done anything, simply we have replaced n by k and we are assuming that this statement is true. I hope you are following all the steps. Now making use of first and second step, we go on to the proving step. Now how to approach the proving step? For n equals to k plus 1, we'll try to prove that t of k plus 1 is true. Now therefore, what is t of k plus 1? T of k plus 1 becomes 1 square, 3 square up to 2k minus 1, that was kth term. Now k plus 1th term will be obtained by putting n equals to k plus 1. And if you put n equals to k plus 1, 2 into k plus 2 minus 1 becomes 2k plus 1 whole square. Please note the step and understand this term. Now, once you have put the series in this form, obviously first k terms according to k statement, that is tk statement, you are getting this as the right hand side. So I can replace 1 to 2k minus 1 whole square equals to k into 2k minus 1 into 2k plus 1 upon 3. Now what happens here? I am simply trying to take 3 common. So I have done multiply and divide by 3. So you are getting 2k plus 1 whole square into 3 upon 3. Now 1 by 3 if I take common, obviously without this also you can manage if you have the concept. I have shown you the step so that some of you will not understand why we are writing this 3. Therefore I am doing like this. Now 1 by 3 into 2k plus 1 bracket, what is left is k into 2k minus 1. And the next term 2k plus 1 bracket is already here, 1 bracket is already left over because it is whole square. So plus 3 into 2k plus 1. Please note this bracket, it is very important. Now 1 by 3, 2k plus 1, we can't do anything. Simplify this bracket, open the bracket, 2k square minus k plus 6k plus 3. Now plus 6k minus k, collect the terms or simplify them further, 2k square plus 5k plus 3. Now quadratic expression, you will try to break the middle term and then factorize it properly. All of you know how to factorize. I have done the factorization. You can do it in your own way. I am simply giving you the hints so that you follow the steps and you should know what step are you going to do. So 1 by 3, 2k plus 1 into 2k square plus 5k plus 3 could be broken up as 2 factors k plus 1 into 2k plus 3. Quadratic expression, you all know how to break it up. Now, rearranging the terms, 1 by 3 k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 into 2k plus 3. Now, this is what is actually the right hand side required. Like 1 by 3, 1 by 3, okay. Now, in place of n, put k plus 1. So, you are getting k plus 1. Second bracket, 2 into k plus 1. So, it will be 2k plus 2 minus 1, which will be equivalent to 2k plus 1. And here, 2k plus 2 plus 1, which becomes 2k plus 3. So, starting from left hand side of t of k plus 1, you are getting right hand side of t of k plus 1, which is proved. Therefore, by mathematical induction, Tn is true for all n in n. This is how you are going to complete every proof in the given exercise. Now, please children, see the steps carefully. Try to understand every step. Any doubt you may ask. I am there to explain you, but don't keep the doubts with you. Please clear all your doubts and understand every step. I hope you are trying your level best to understand, because now onwards questions are difficult. You have to have the proper knowledge of algebra as well as the other basic concepts are to be clear. Then only you can approach this type of question. We will do one more question like this. Let's see. Now I am doing another question for you. Exercise 80, question number 6. Now this is again a series question but of different type. Now please see the question first. It is different type of series, not single term but 1.2. That means 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4. This is a special series plus n into n plus 1. They have given it the nth term like this, equals to n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 upon 3. This is what the question says. Now you are required to prove this for left hand side equal to right hand side by induction method. Now how do we approach the question is, as usual, we will start with basic step. For n equals to 1, T1 implies What will be the first term? 1 into 2. So left hand side is 1 into 2. Right hand side, put n equals to 1. 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 2 upon 3. 3 gets cancelled. You will be getting 2 only. So both left hand side is equals to right hand side. Therefore T1 holds. I hope it is clear. Now, if T1 holds, we will go on for the second step, that is induction step. Now, in induction step, we will put n equals to k and let tk be true. We are assuming this step that this is true. Now, 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 into 4 plus k into k plus 1. Now look, in place of n put k and you will get the left hand side equals to right hand side k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 upon 3. Let this statement be true. This is what the assumption step or the induction step says. Now we'll make use of these two steps and prove the last step, that is called proving step, for n equals to k plus 1. Now for n equals to k plus 1, t of k plus 1 will be, first k terms I have already written here, so I'll be writing one and the same, plus, now in place of n put k plus 1, that will be k plus 1th term. So k plus 1 into k plus 2. I hope this is clear to you. Now use your tk statement and this many terms will be equal to k into k plus 1 into k plus 2 upon 3. Is it clear? Now next term I have multiplied and divided by 3 because I want to take 3 common throughout. That is LCM becomes 3 here. Now k plus 1 and k plus 2 if you take common, because both are common here as is here. So the last bracket will be k plus 3. So as simple as possible. Now look children, I am telling you this method. Otherwise what happens? Many of you will first open the bracket, then expand the complete thing and then try to factorize a cubic expression. That will take a much longer method or procedure. Hence, this is the correct method to take common and get the terms required. So we took k plus 1 and k plus 2 common, upon 3 also common. I'll be left with k here plus 3 here, and hence the third bracket becomes k plus 3. And this is what is the right hand side required, because if you replace n by k plus 1, what happens? First term k plus 1, second term k plus 2 and the third term k plus 3 upon 3. So the statement is true for all n in n by principle of mathematical induction. This is the complete proof for a question of this type. Children, please note all the steps. Try to understand what we are doing, how we are doing. Now, look, try to make maximum use of these presentations. You can rewind them again and again. You can listen to them again and again so that you understand every step. And if any step is not clear, you may ask in interactive session. I am there to explain. I hope everything is clear to you. So, this is all for this question.